So here it is, guys, at last, a 2025 Corvette Z06. This is the 670 horsepower, naturally aspirated, flat plane crank, high revving V8. I tried to get a C8 back in 2020, and I put a deposit down on the Z06 model. A few dealers were accepting deposits, and they were all promising MSRP until the car actually showed up. The first C8, my local dealer said, yep, your car's here it is, come and get it. And they put 30 grand on the top when I went down to look at it. Of course, I walked away. Two of the dealers did the same thing, and then again with the Z06. Now, I believe, is the time to make your deal if you want to get one of these cars. Everything's going crazy in the car world. I think this is the best valued high-performance car you can buy. So the first drive, I don't have a tag. I forgot to bring the tag. I was so excited to run. They called me and said, hey, we're in the Walmart parking lot. Our rig is too big to park. So I jumped in an Uber and head this way. So I'm going to take this to the shop, and then we'll look around it, and I'll talk about the specs and all that good stuff. Right now I'm going to concentrate on driving because this is US 19 and I don't have a tag on the car. I got this car at MacMulkin Chevrolet in New Hampshire. Well, I can tell you these guys were an absolute pleasure to deal with. I dealt with Adrian. I'll put his information on the screen. If you're in the market for a Corvette, I did obviously get a discount over MSRP. I'm not going to put the number on there because I believe you've got to make your best deal just like I did. And to be fair with those guys, I don't want to put a number up that now is the number to beat, if you know what I mean. That wouldn't be a good business practice for them or me. I don't know. I can tell you, shop towards the end of the month. I've proved this in past videos. That's where you can make your best deal. They're trying to move cars. They're trying to make sales. So this is their site. Look at that. They've got 74 Z06s. Just to give you an idea, when I started the process about 2 weeks ago, they had 102 Z06s. So they're definitely moving cars quicker than anybody else I've seen. So go on their site, go to Corvette or whatever car you're looking at. I'm going to use Corvette because that's what we're talking about right now. Go to trim. Every single one of them right now is a 2LZ. They had a couple of 3LZs at the time. Like I say, I think it's the best value for money. And then you can go through here and limit. I wanted white. Go down to white. They've got 14 whites. Again, this is the biggest Corvette dealer in the world. This is where you're going to shop. And I'm not going to give you the exact numbers right now. MSRP on this one, we've got 132. I'm pretty sure you're going to get that at least 10 grand off that, just to give you an idea. So pick the car you're looking for, look at the MSRP just to get an idea, and decide if you want a coupe or a convertible. Go to window sticker, and then you can take a look at what these have. As you see, they do a lot of the similar trims because it's the most popular and best value for money. A lot of people want the adjustable height. The GT2 bucket seats are the best, by the way. I've sat in all of these seats. I've owned all of these seats. These are the best, hands down. So there you go. I'm going to show you on another video how to find the best deal on a Corvette or a car if it's a new car. I'll show you the trick that I've used many times. So you guys are not going to believe me. I've had this car 3 days and I haven't driven it. I picked it up and brought it here. It's been crazy. My wife's birthday, then the next day, it was my 24th year anniversary. So I've been itching to drive this thing. So I'm going to unwrap it really quick. If you want to tune out for this bit and go to the next bit, I get it. If you want to watch me just pull little bits of plastic off and sit and just to get excited about it, well, here it is. Here's the window sticker. I'll show you all about this at the end of the video and explain some of the options here and what's going on. Look how beautiful that looks. If it's too loud, you guys can tune out. Look at that. That now it's winding down. You hear that? How insane is that? So let's put it in sport. Obviously it takes the RPMs up a little bit further. So 500-mile break-in, like I mentioned, I'll probably change the oil at about 1,000, and I'll do the DCT fluid filter at the same time, and I'll do a how-to if you guys are a C8 or C8 Z06. Hopefully I can share that with you and show you what's involved. We've done a few of them, but I always like to do a how-to on my own cars for you guys that do your DIY stuff, or even if you want to bring your car to us, it just kind of shows you what is involved. We'd be happy to do that for you. So I'm going to go drive around. This is essentially 3 miles I've driven the car since I got it. It came with 5. I've now got 8. I'm going to go ahead and drive around, put some miles on it, enjoy it a little bit. My wife gave me the okay to just spend as long as I want driving around and occupy myself. So that's what I'm going to do. Super easy. I'll put it in sport mode so you can hear it. Sounds so good. I mentioned that this is 5 years in the making because went back to 2020, I put a deposit down at 3 separate dealers that promised me MSRP on a C8, a special model. They didn't call it a Z06 because it wasn't actually announced until 23, but they did have the idea that a special model was going to come, i.e. the Z06. And they did the old bait and switch where they say, okay, your car's ready to go. It's going to be an extra 40 grand because we want to charge more because everybody else is. Well, that's just not cool. I didn't want to do that. And I'm glad I waited because now is the time to make a deal. So the only thing I regret is not getting enough miles on it so I can open it up, because just bumping around town, it feels absolutely amazing. It really does. Of course, I try and be honest with you guys. If something is good, I'll tell you if it's good, and if there's something wrong with it, I try and share it. And the things I think need to be improved, so far this thing is an absolute dream. 2LZ, I think the 2LZ is the best value for money, and this is my 8th Corvette. I've done a lot of research with Corvette, especially with the C8. So these are the options. I think these are the most important options, to be honest. Of course, the gas guzzler tax, I don't know why they charge you that. You're going to pay enough in gas already, especially with this thing. So the front lift is an option. It wasn't something on my list, but it came with it, and I really like it. GT2 seats, these are an absolute must. The comp seats, even though you think they're going to be good, they look good, they're not. I've had 2 cars now with the comp seats. They are terrible. I'm 6'2", 222 pounds, and I don't fit those seats at all. The last one I had, I immediately regretted the C8 sitting in those seats. They would just immediately rubbing in the middle of my back. 10-spoke black forged wheels, the stealth interior. I'll show you these as I'm talking about it. The red engine bay, the red intake in the engine bay that comes with a light in, that is really cool. The black exhaust tips, definitely good. We sell a lot of black exhaust tips in the store. Black lug nuts, it's kind of a lot of money for black lug nuts, but again, it came with it. Carbon flash metallic painted outside mirrors, definitely think that's an option that you should look at. And then of course the battery protection package, which is essentially a C-Tech charger with a Corvette logo on it. Allows you to plug it into your car when you're not using it. I think that is definitely worth it. Looks really nice. These are the 2 lights that they give you with that package. they just look really flashy compared to the factory one. Just makes that engine look a little bit more special. It is a special engine. 670 horsepower, 5.5, and it's 8,600 RPM redline, which is pretty impressive. These are the 10-spoke forged wheels. These are my favorite wheels, favorite option for these. I really wanted red calipers. So the other thing here is the stealth interior package. It's essentially just the parts that would be bright, shiny silver right there. They're black. That's pretty much it. There's a couple of other things in there too. The GT2 seats, these are an absolute must. Definitely a really nice looking seat. They have the nice carbon fiber. If you don't opt for 3LZ, you don't get a choice for colored stitching, which I'm a sucker for red stitching. You've seen me in the past. But this comes factory with like the whitish silver, which I think really looks good on this car. And it's got stitching everywhere. It's really, really pretty stitching. This is the base wheel. You can opt for a carbon wheel or Alcantara. This is the base wheel, and I like it. Not sure in the future if that will change. We'll see. The front lift, it's a button right there. I'm going to show you this on a separate video. You press that, and it gives you, I think it's up to 1,000 memories. The black exhaust tips right there. I think this is just what they should have done even on the Stingray. I was never a fan of the exhaust over here, especially the square ones. They look much better in round, but I think they all should have got the center. I want to get some more miles on this. I'll get some more driving videos. I'll put some more cameras and mics on it to get you some more outside perspective. If one of these cars are on your radar, this for me is 5 years in the making. I'll tell you more about that on the next video. I just wanted to kind of give you an introduction to this, but I am super excited for this car. I really am. I'm really fingers crossed that it doesn't have any issues that my other C8 did. There it is, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. As I tell you in every video, enjoy your cars.